One day, Oliver and Duck and Toad, the Great Western Engines, were taking some trucks down to Farquhar Quarry. However, when they got to the top of the hill, on, they said. No, stop, said the two engines. Toad, brakes, cried Oliver.
I'm trying, Mr. Oliver, but it's not working.
Meanwhile, Donald and Douglas were puffing up the other side of the hill. Hey, what the? No, Donny, back up, screamed Douglas, as Oliver and Duck came crashing into the two engines. Trucks and engines were everywhere. Edward came to sort the mess out, and he took the junk trucks away. This ought to teach you a lesson, he said, as they puffed along the line.
Oh, yes, it will,
said the trucks, as Edward pulled them away. Gordon and Henry came to clean up the engines. Gordon took Donald and Douglas away, and Henry took Duck, Oliver, and Toad away. Henry puffed along the line. Toad, why didn't you brake? Asked Oliver.
I was trying, Mr. Oliver, but it wasn't working.
Said Henry. I might have an idea of what happened, he said. What is it? Asked Duck. Well, said Henry, Toad's brakes could have been stolen off. It's just a hunch, but I'll tell Sir Topham Hatt in the morning. And Henry puffed away. Next morning, he told Sir Topham Hatt about it. I think Toad's brakes might have been stolen off, sir, he said. It's just a hunch. Well, I certainly get a hunch, said Sir Topham Hatt. But don't you have the express to pull today? Oh, yes, I do. Thank you so much, said Henry. No problem at all, said Sir Topham Hatt. Now, off you puff, he said. And Henry puffed away. Next morning, he and Edward were waiting at Wellsworth Station. But just then, Diesel raced through the station. Cinders and ashes, said Edward. What was that? Looks sort of like Diesel. That's impossible, said Henry. Diesel's on the mainland, which means it must be an intruder. I must go after him, said Henry. Henry left his coach behind and raced away. He chased the Diesel all day long. He was a quick one, and Henry was trying to be quicker, but it just wasn't working. Soon, Henry lost count and track of the Diesel, and he decided to head back to Tidmouth Sheds. For the rest of the day, he pulled his coach, wondering what he had saw. He knew he saw a Diesel, but he just didn't know if it was an intruder or not.